This country makes 15.8 million bullets a day. A day. I was just at Cabela's last night, and I looked because they had 22 long rifle. I could only buy a box of 100. That's it. That's crazy. Where's all this ammunition? 15 million bullets a day are manufactured just in this country? Where is it? Talk to the guys at Cheaper Than Dirt. And they said, Glenn, I have no idea. And I said, come on, you guys must have some theories. And they said, not anything we're willing to share? Nope, I have no idea.
Not anything we're willing to share?
Well, I mean, because
so
they don't
obviously
know.
have
No.
theories, though.
And they've heard a bunch of theories. They don't know. And so they're not willing to say anything. And I was surprised because I'm like, look, we're in private. And they're like, no, I don't know. We're not going to say if we don't know. We just know that there's a lot of ammunition that is missing. They told me about how the Russian ships have been turned around in mid-trip to go back to the Middle East for all of the bullets there. They're telling me that they're now looking at shipments that were supposed to come in, still have not come in. They keep getting delayed. Where are 15.8 million rounds going every single day? Where are they? Well, one of the guys we should ask is this dirtbag. Because at the Department of Homeland Security, he is the acquisitions officer for the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, who is in charge of buying all the weapons and ammunition for the government. Now, I want you to think about that. We have heard about how many bullets they are buying and what they are buying on the borders. This is the guy who's in charge of buying it all. By the way, in a completely unrelated story, did you hear the government just lost like 1 billion rounds? How do you lose 1 billion rounds? How's that even possible? Where did that go? So he's in charge of ordering all of this, and he operates the website War on the Horizon that describes an unavoidable, inevitable clash with the white race. It has videos. He said that he just set this up. He told his supervisor that he was going to sell concert and lecture videos, which the website does. He just said that the website would be WOH, War on the Horizon. Apparently, nobody was curious on what WOH is. Nobody was curious enough. We have the NSA and the IRS targeting you, but nobody's looking at the Department of Homeland Security people. The guy who's buying all the bullets, buying all the weapons. Nobody's looking at him. He's got a website. On his website, it says, in order for black people to survive the 21st century, we're going to have to kill a lot of whites, more than our Christian hearts can possibly count. I don't know if that sounds like a Christian. His website criticized white, gays, and those of mixed race. He calls the president, mulatto scum? This guy is a very bad guy. In fact, his coworkers say, quote, everybody in the office is afraid of him. They're afraid he's going to come in with a gun and go postal. Another government agency, by the way. Now, as astounded as you might be that he is even employed by our federal government, the government has just put him on paid administrative leave. Apparently, having him on video saying horrific things, having your coworkers say, we're afraid he's going to come in and shoot some of us, having him say what he says about the president, and that he hates gays, hates white people, and hates those of mixed race, and you're going to have to kill a lot. Apparently, that's just not enough to get you fired nowadays from the government of the United States of America. I ask every good, decent American, everybody, Republican, Democrat, what does it take? What does it take? We found out that you get the support of your teachers, even though you have raped an 8th grader. You can expect your fellow teachers to stand by you, to claim that it wasn't such a big deal. The kid could have stopped it. Oh, my gosh. What does it take? ICE said, we don't condone any of this hateful rhetoric or advocacy of violence of any kind against anyone. Could you fire him? What do you say? What do you say you fire him? Question is, what does society do with him? Guy who believes this. And what else do we know about him? Isn't it interesting that nobody in the press has found him interesting enough to say, what else do we know about him? Who is he connected to? Who has he followed? Is he a Republican? Is he a Democrat? Did he vote for the president? Is he connected to the Black Panthers? Is he connected to anybody else? There's no one, including my own company. Is there no one that is interested? No one who has the initiative to think for themselves, not to have somebody else think for them, for themselves. Is there no one that can say, this is a puzzling story? Have we killed curiosity in this country?
And just to play the game that we hate to play.
Don't do it. Don't.
If this was
Not do it.
your employee, Stuper Gear.
Yes, thank you.
And he puts up a website that says, you know what? They're going to have to kill a lot of black people. A lot of black people are going to have to die in this race war that's coming up. I tell you, man, we need to be gathering some bullets and getting ready for this war because it's going to get ugly here.
Right.
We're going to have to kill us some black people in this country. And the Washington Post and New York Times got a hold of that. And White House Press Secretary Jay Carney, or that Ernest guy, were asked about this. What are you supposed to say? Do you think they'd be happy with Stu being placed on administrative leave?
Paid administrative leave. Would I get paid administrative leave,
no,
Glenn?
You'd be fired.
Yeah, immediately.
You'd be fired.
Immediately,
Unless,
as soon as you found out it was his website.
Let's give the benefit of the doubt to the government on this. Unless I was run by a group of attorneys and labor unions where they all said, you better not fire him. You better not fire him. But here's what I would do. I would come out and I would face the press and say, I can't fire him because the labor unions have me by the throat. Do I want him in my company? No. Do I think he's a despicable human being? Yes. But I can't fire him.
Starting to feel a little bit real now. I mean,
and he was looking right at you when he said that.
with fury.
You know that wasn't a real story.
That wasn't.
Right?
I didn't really do that.
Really
just
do
so you know.
Of what?
A hypothetical.
It was
the bullet thing that he wants to kill a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that. But you're telling me that there's not other reasons that I want to say you're fired, get out? Here's our sponsor this half hour. It's Blinds.com.